Welcome, everyone. Today, we're going to dive deep into what I believe is the single most critical component of AI in the modern hospitality industry, and that is data. We're going to explore how all that raw information, the stuff that's generated every single second inside hotel, becomes the fuel for truly intelligent, efficient, and of course, profitable operations. Hello and welcome. I'm your host, a hotel AI expert with a lot of experience in modern hospitality operations, and I am especially pleased to welcome all the students of Europe Hotel School to your online learning journey. We're really looking forward to supporting your professional growth. My goal here is to cut through the noise and show you how AI is really transforming hotel operations, using examples pulled straight from the industry. This is all about giving you practical, actionable insights into the future of hospitality. So, here's our game plan. We've got 4 key areas to cover. First, we'll talk about AI's secret ingredient. Then, we'll look at data right from the front line. After that, we'll go behind the scenes to the backstage data engine. And finally, we'll see how we get all this data AI ready. All right, let's start with the most important rule of AI. It is not magic. I like to think of AI as a brilliant chef. Now, you can have the best chef in the entire world, but they can't possibly make a gourmet meal with rotten ingredients. It just won't work. Well, for an AI, that essential core ingredient is data. This is the one principle we're going to keep coming back to. You've probably heard the saying, garbage in, garbage out. Well, in the world of AI, that's not just a cute phrase, it's the absolute law. The most sophisticated AI on the planet will fail spectacularly if its data is flawed. The quality of what you put in directly dictates the value of what you get out, period. So, if this data is so important, where on earth does it all come from? Well, let's start where the action is, on the front line. This is where every single guest interaction, from the lobby bar to the restaurant, is a goldmine, a chance to learn something new. I want you to consider a really simple order at your hotel's cafe. A guest orders a cappuccino with oat milk and a croissant. To us, that's just a transaction, right? But to an AI, it's the beginning of a very detailed story. And that story is captured by your point of sale system, what we all call the POS. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Let's break down that story. The POS doesn't just see a coffee. It captures the exact items, the precise time of day, the price, any modifiers, like that oat milk, the payment method, and it can even link all of that to a guest's loyalty profile. Every single piece is a valuable clue. And look what happens when you take thousands of those individual stories and put them all together. Patterns start to emerge that are almost impossible for us to see on our own. And AI can analyze all this data to pinpoint your busiest service hours with incredible precision, which helps you optimize everything from staffing to prep. And of course, POS data is just one piece of the puzzle. You're also pulling in information from loyalty programs, from reservation systems, and from guest feedback platforms. All of this adds even more depth, allowing an AI to help us personalize offers and really truly enhance that guest experience. But you know what? All of this guest-facing data, it's only half the story. To truly optimize an operation, we have to look at what's happening behind the curtain. So now, let's go backstage and look at the operational data that keeps the hotel running, the information a guest will never see, but that is absolutely essential for efficiency. Inventory data is a perfect example of this. By combining sales data from the POS with your inventory records, an AI system can figure out what you should have used, we call that theoretical usage, and compare it to what you actually used. If there's a big difference between those two numbers, it can immediately flag issues like waste, overportioning, or even theft. Supplier data is another backstage powerhouse. Think about all the information on pricing, on delivery schedules, product availability. It allows an AI to move way beyond guesswork. It can analyze historical performance to recommend the most reliable and cost-effective vendors, totally optimizing your entire procurement strategy. And then there is labor. By analyzing sales data against your staffing schedules, an AI can help you hit that sweet spot, that perfect balance where you have exactly the right number of staff on hand to meet guest demand. This ensures you're delivering excellent service without wasting a single dollar on payroll. Okay, so we have all this data, right? Frontline data, backstage data, but it's a mess. How do we turn all that raw, chaotic information into something an AI can actually understand and use? Well, that's our final and maybe most crucial step. This is the fundamental challenge we all face. Your POS system, your inventory software, your supplier database. They all speak slightly different languages. They store data in different formats. They call the same thing by different names. So how in the world do you get them all to work together? The answer is a process that has a kind of technical sounding name, data normalization. But don't let that fool you. All it really means is standardizing everything, translating it all into a single common language. It's the process that ensures when the AI is comparing things, it's truly comparing sales of a specific Cabernet Sauvignon from the POS with a bottle of that same Cabernet Sauvignon from your inventory, not just some generic red wine. This is how platforms like ApicBase make it all work. First, they aggregate all these different data streams. Then, they standardize the formats through that normalization process we just talked about. And only then do they deliver that clean, reliable data to the AI model for analysis. This process is what makes trustworthy AI recommendations even possible. So, what does this all mean for you as a current or future leader in hospitality? It means that understanding your data isn't just an IT problem anymore. It is a core leadership skill. It is just as crucial as understanding your P&L or knowing how to deliver great five-star service. Ultimately, the future of our industry belongs to those who can leverage these incredibly powerful tools. The next great hotelier won't just be an expert in hospitality, they will be a master of its data. So, the only question that remains is, are you ready to be one of them?